welcome to ICO Investor. In today's episode, we're going to talk about Cryptobots, which was a pioneer play-to-earn game that launched back in 2017. There's loads more exciting stuff coming up, so let's check it out in today's episode. As always, guys, nothing I say on this channel is financial advice, so always go away and do your own research before investing any of your own money. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Jumping over to the Cryptobots website then, guys, which is linked down in the description below, so make sure you go and check it out after this video. As I mentioned, this launched back in 2017 and is a game developed by Playneta. The upgrade is due towards the end of Q1 2022 into Q2 2022, guys, so something really exciting on the horizon. Given the success of this game and all its NFTs surrounding it so far, there's lots to learn about today. Playneta is a company from Cyprus. They've made tons and tons of really successful play-to-earn games, with already building up a community of over 100 million players from around the world. You can guarantee that this is going to be a pretty successful and exciting game, in my opinion. Now, obviously, guys, as I mentioned, there's going to be a new upgrade coming, and you'll have an opportunity to purchase a unique Genesis Cryptobots, and these are some of the benefits that you get from holding one of these Cryptobots. It gives you early access to the game, and you can be one of 3,000 players to test all the juicy play-to-earn mechanics, gain an advantage and a head start over all the others who are going to come in later and have to catch up. You'll get extra manufacturing speed, allowing you to gain more benefits, whether that be creating buildings, weapons, etc., and lots of other things. And you'll also get an increase on the amount of stuff that you can manufacture. Obviously, once you manufacture stuff, guys, you can actually have the ability to sell those items on. So potentially this could well be a solid investment, not just for kind of a gameplay and fun kind of side, but also perhaps financially. Also going to give you airdrops, etc., and as well as that, you're going to have various mint passes for different NFT competitions. All you need to do to buy them, guys, is just click on buy on OpenSea, and it'll bring you back over to the OpenSea website, which, if you don't know, is the main marketplace for Ethereum-based NFTs. And you can see down below, current floor price sat at 0.1 Ethereum, which under today's valuation is around $340. You can see that there's 10,000 items, quite small in terms of the amount of owners at the moment, but obviously it's a new project and these would likely sell out soon. So you never know what's going to happen with the NFT market. If the game pops off, the NFTs can be worth an insane amount of money going forward. You can see that the individual artwork here, you've got various different things. If you click on each of them, it will give you some details about the different properties, etc. Obviously, rarer ones will have different benefits. Seeing here, you can look at the properties, look at all the different percentages, and see how rare they are. As you can see, this is not necessarily particularly rare because lots of them have quite high percentages. But just by going through the different ones available, you can see different rarities and look at the benefits, etc. This is the original, guys. These were launched back in 2017. As you can see, similar kind of artwork as well, but perhaps a bit more modern, a bit more upgraded in the newer stuff. You can see these are slightly cheaper, but you can see over time 1.4 thousand Ethereum traded, which is quite substantial. As well as that, those 10,000 items, they've been sold out between 2.3 thousand owners. So you've got potential of getting into projects that are already established and have already shown promise in the past, guys. As far as NFTs go, this is pretty much antiques, guys. Back in 2017 was pretty much when the first NFTs came out. So they're all basically classic, or considered to be classic NFTs. These original ones were just sort of artwork. They're not actually used within the game, which is how kind of like the new ones feature differently with extra utility, etc., and make them kind of more exciting perhaps and more interesting than the ones back from 2017. As I obviously mentioned, guys, the new version are essential to gameplay in the new game, which is obviously what gives them more utility, makes them much more desirable than the ones that were back from 2017. These actually launched on the 1st of February this year, and they sold out despite having only 264 members who are holding the majority of the 10,000 items at the moment. This raised 1,000 Ethereum for game development, which is obviously quite a large sum of money. So therefore you can expect some really cool and exciting things to be happening with regards to the game and the potential associated rewards of playing the games. Now, looking into the roadmap, guys, this is not something you often see in NFTs and stuff because it's actually started back in 2017 and it's still kind of going now. Many times we look at roadmaps, they only kind of look at like the next sort of 6 months or so, and they don't talk too much about what's happening further down the line. So it's really nice to see a roadmap that's really detailed and that's been sticking to its plan all along. So we can see we are now obviously moving March, April 2022. Earlier on in the year, we've had pre-sale of Cryptobots NFTs, private sale of Cryptobots tokens, public token sale, which is obviously currently in the process of happening or just in the process of finishing off. And then March, April, game beta launch with battles, marketplace, bots, renting and scholarship. And then later on in the year, lending and a trainers club. Looking back in time, we can see all the other things that were going on. There were sort of various giveaways and mining events, all sorts of exciting things. And I'm sure that as this game continues to develop and as the company continues to develop, there's going to be more and more exciting things added on to the ecosystem. Coming down below, guys, you can see the core team. Really nice to see that everyone has face on show. You can go and find these people over on LinkedIn if you want to go and find out more information about them. But with loads of scams, etc. in NFTs and crypto, always essential that we can see a team like this prepared to put their faces to projects, because they're not likely to go and run away, do rug pulls, etc., like perhaps we've seen in the past with other companies. Pretty experienced team who've been involved in many other successful projects in the past. And as I've said, guys, going and learning about those projects that they've done in the past can be really a good indicator of where they're likely to be headed with this particular project. Clicking over onto the game, which is obviously one of the major parts of all of this, you see that Cryptobots is a revival of the legend. Create, collect, play and earn. Cryptobots will be reborn as a collection RPG enhanced by turn-based battle gameplay that will gradually enter space economy metaverse. The game itself, the game will implement 3 types of gameplay that become available upon players' progress, which is cool because obviously as you develop through the game, you get lots of different rewards, etc. Basically, it starts off in terms of battles, etc., with 3 or 4 Cryptobot teams or 3 or 4 teams that are fighting it out. They're raising up their experience, etc. And then turn-based PvP battles of ships, cooperative PvE and PvP fleets battles with the use of guilds' flagships. Battles will be done with risk-reward. Obviously, if you're prepared to risk more, you have potential of winning more, but obviously more difficult. And if you risk too much, you will also encounter permanent asset loss if you are unsuccessful in your battles. Aside from basic gameplay, they'll be launching a rich metagame experience to ensure the best engagement and retention of players. Obviously, the more players are involved, the more successful the game, the more rewards, the better it is for you to be involved in the game. Cryptobots, breeding and ship construction, trading, lending and renting of all assets, guild interactions and planet conquests, management and resources, mining in the planets, building trainers clubs and scholarships. Loads and loads of cool and interesting features, guys, by the looks of it. In terms of like the artwork and stuff, it's kind of like 2D style, but we know stuff like this can be really popular. If you think back through the years with things like Super Mario and Pokemon, etc., there's loads of like cool kind of like art that's maybe not so advanced in terms of like the 3D art, but still can be very popular for games, etc. You can see that there's loads of different rewards and stuff available right now, which is really cool because it's very early and you've got a potential to be able to make some money by earning free land and things like that right now. So you can see the battle for the lands. The top 1,000 players will get an NFT land, the starting at planet Aronis 3, and 600 more lands will then be distributed among the most active testnet alliances. So potentially, guys, these pieces of land might not be worth a huge amount right now, but they have potential to be worth a lot more in future if this game takes off. As I've already mentioned, guys, the company that set up this game already has around 100 million followers worldwide who will all be getting promoted towards this game. So if you can be one of the first 1,000 players to own land within this NFT or metaverse, there could be some really exciting returns on the cards for the future. You'll also get chances to gain gameplay advantages, loads of other stuff in order to kind of take over and be in charge when everyone else is kind of getting involved. You can see that these are kind of like the reward distributions. Top players, first player will get 100 lands. You know, most people will get only 1 land, but if you're like first place, guys, you get 100 lands. Second place will be 60 lands, and this is like with the alliances, obviously will be split up between different people, but loads and loads of rewards and cool stuff. You'll also get exclusive testnet referral bonuses. You get a 15% commission for referring over to your friends, your community on YouTube or whatever it is. Whether you use Twitch, YouTube, etc. for streaming, this might be a really cool way of getting some extra cash in your pocket. The common price of land will be around 0.5 to 1 Ethereum in value. So guys, like 1 Ethereum, if you want 100 lands that were worth 100 Ethereum, right now Ethereum being worth $3,400, you're looking at having around $340,000 by the current standards of the Ethereum price. Obviously Ethereum could be going up this year. So potentially, guys, a really awesome and exciting win if you could get lucky in this. Clicking on play demo then, guys, you can get an idea of the gameplay, all the kind of players, etc. put out in front. You can see there's different kind of like tools and things you can use to attack the other opponents. Kind of a bit of a strategy game as well, guys. So Depending on what your level of risk is, you can obviously go in for different rewards and other things like that. So as I mentioned as well, you'll have, by holding your players, they'll kind of look like this from the NFT, so that's how their appearance will be made. Jumping down through to Twitter, guys, I usually do this for all NFT projects, new ICOs in crypto, etc. One, because I want to know more and learn more about different projects, but two, because they always will have whitelist spots available if it's for NFTs. A whitelist kind of guarantees you to be able to buy something if it's going to be shooting up in value, but also it allows you to buy it at a cheaper rate perhaps than everyone else. And then you can see down below, guys, talking about various different land prices, $14,500. So you can see the excitement. If you won 100 items worth $14,500, what an insane amount of money that would be. There's loads of other information, loads of giveaways on the Twitter, so make sure you go and check out that. As always, guys, the website for Cryptobots and the Twitter and stuff are all down in the description, so make sure you go and check that out after this video. So in summary, guys, Cryptobots launched back in 2017 with their initial NFT artwork. They've now gone under a massive upgrade and introduced NFT artwork that can now feature in different play-to-earn games with loads and loads of different lands, different gameplays and features available. There's opportunities to win up to 100 pieces of land, which could be worth over $3,000 each. So just imagine the potential that this has. Everything can be found down in the description below, so make sure you go and check those videos out now. Guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash up the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you are new to ICO Investor and you're new to crypto and you want to learn more about how to make money in crypto gaming, crypto coins, and many other things, then make sure you subscribe to be kept up to date with all of the latest happening in the crypto markets. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.